Welcome, my name's Sharon Kelly. I'm really glad that you're joining me today for today's class. It's all on the floor, no weights, no balls, just you and I. Sounds like fun, doesn't it? So let's start. We're just going to rock through the hips to start today. So rolling down one vertebrae at a time. I might face this way. One vertebrae at a time. Let your head get nice and heavy on the floor. Relax the shoulders and let them be nice and wide. Just close the rib cage, let the tummy sink and let the hips get heavy. Place your hands by your side. All we're doing is rocking the hips backwards and forwards, not lifting up the glutes off the mat. And what we're doing here is we're feeling each vertebrae hit the floor. Should feel nice. That's it. Now, I always have to watch that I'm not moving my upper body, so I'm trying to keep that nice and relaxed as I do the hips. Let's do one more together. And just slowly breathe in and out as you do it. Okay, coming back to neutral. Just make sure your hips, knees, and third toe are in alignment. We're going to lift the hips up this time, so soften the feet. Rock the hips, just lifting the spine off the mat. All right, we're not gouging up really high today. We're just going to keep them in stay in a nice neutral spine. Keep the alignment with your shoulders and your knees, and then roll down, articulating the spine. Feel each vertebrae hit the mat. All right, let's do that again. And rolling down. And this time we'll bring the arms over the head so we can feel the spine stretch even longer. Okay, reach the hands away, arms away, try and keep the shoulders on the mat. Now, one vertebrae at a time coming down to the floor. And then bring the hands back to your hips. Let's bring the knees into the chest and give the lower back a stretch. So we're going to play with some isometrics this morning or this afternoon, wherever this might be. We are working our abdominals, but I want you to be very cautious of your lower back. So leave the head and shoulders down. Let's leave one knee bent to start with. Place your hands on the knee. And all we're going to do is push that knee into the hands and the hands into the knee. And as we do that, we're pulling our tummy down, keeping the neck long. All right, so keep pulling the tummy down, push the knee into the hands into the knee. Breathe. It's always a good thing to do. And release. Let's try the other side. So same thing, pushing the hands into the knee into the hands. Breathe. Now engage the abs, pull them down into the mat and release. Come back to the first leg. This time we're going to add on. We're going to bring the knee up to tabletop. We're going to lengthen the other leg. So we're going to push the hands into the knee, engage the abs, keep that isometric contraction. Tummy pulls down into the floor. Breathing, lengthen the leg on the floor. Abs are working hard here. All right, release. Let's go to the other side. And I know I'm saying breathing, but because I'm doing isometrics, I tend to hold my breath. So I'm hoping you're not. Tabletop the leg. Let's lengthen this leg now. Push the bent knee into the hands into the knee. Sink the belly down. Feel the abs. Excellent work. All right. So as you can see, we're going to keep making it harder. Come back to your first leg in tabletop. This time we want to lift the bottom leg. Now, obviously, the higher you lift it, it might be a bit easier on your lower back. If you need to keep it slightly bent, keep it bent. Otherwise, lengthen the leg, push the hands into the knee. That's it. Breathe. Lengthen that leg away. Abs are engaged. Oh, I'm shaking. All right, let's relax. Try the other side. How did you go? We ready? So just do whatever felt good for you. Don't hold your breath. Let's do this. Lengthen the leg, push the hands into the knee, feel that engagement here. If you need to lift the leg up, lift it up. And let's bring both knees into the chest. Oh. This will start us for dead bugs. So I'll show you that the preparation movement first, and then we'll go into a little bit the harder movement. So hands up, shoulders down. Opposite arm and leg. So we're going to bring the knee up as we bring the arm overhead. Coming down, keeping the hips stable. Other side. Well, it's not the other side. Alternating leg and arm. Reach the arm away. Bring the foot down. So as you lower the foot, it comes down slowly. So you can keep doing that, or you can bring the knees into tabletop, arms back up. Now this is a toe tap. We're not straightening the leg. So knee doesn't move, it's from the hip. Opposite arm, tap the foot and bring the arm up. Opposite arm and leg, reach the arm away, keeping that knee bent. I love this exercise. There's so much, you have to stabilise your body so much. I think there's a lot of bang for buck here. And it's easy to modify. You don't have to go down as low. You need to keep the abs engaged. If you ever feel your tummy popping up, that's your sign to say that you're not getting the ab work, just to go halfway down. Or come back to the first movement. All right, guys, let's do one more on each side. I'm even feeling my legs now. And last one. Good. Bring the knees into the chest. All right, I hope you're feeling okay, your lower back. Coming up, we're going to play with a centimetre. So we're going into a baby plank. So what I would like is you to tuck your toes. If that's too painful, you can flatten the tops of your toes on the floor, but just see how you go. Hands under your shoulders. And we're just going to first engage the abs. So imagine that you've got a hook on your back and it's pulling your tummy up. Soften the elbows, press the toes down. Now, just lift the knees, just a fraction off the mat. You can still actually just feel the hairs of your knees touching the mat. Draw the shoulders down towards your ears. Lift those abs. Soften the elbows. Long neck. All right, I'm going to come down for a quick child's pose. How was that? I know. That was tough. Let's try it one more time. It is a bit on your wrist, so if you are feeling your wrist, maybe try your hands that way. You're coming to a fist. That's why we're not doing triceps after this. Let's do that again. Soften the elbows, tuck the toes. All right, lift the tummy. All right, shoulders draw down towards your hips and lift the knees just lightly off the mat. You can see, I'm hoping that my knees aren't up here, they're down here. That's it. Tough work, I know. Come on, keep lifting the tummy, soften the elbows, lengthen the spine, draw the shoulders down your back. All right, let's come into a child's pose. Stretch the arms away. How did that feel? I mean, I don't know, are you feeling that tummy engaged there, or are you just feeling a lot of work everywhere else? I feel it everywhere. It's a tough movement, that one. Okay. I'm going to be kind. Let's give this wrist a bit of a roll out. And we're coming into some scissor movements with our legs. So I'm just going to move out. All right. So our spine stays imprinted, which means that we're not arching our back. I know you know what that means. Let's come up to tabletop. And I want you to lengthen the legs and point the toes. Have I got enough room? Oh, yeah. Okay, so hips push down, open up the backs of the knees, toes reach up to the ceiling. Let's open the legs. Now, flex, push the heels away. Feel the length in the back of the knees. Squeeze the legs together. Reach the toes away. Separate the legs. Push the heels away, feeling that engagement. Keeping the lower back on the floor and feeling the length in your back. All right, only part of your body that's working is from your waist down. I like to hold my hands here, not hold the legs, but keep the legs on top of the hips, because if you're here, you're going to feel that in your lower back. You need to keep them up. Let's do 6. Squeeze in. Come on, reach the toes to the ceiling. Flex and squeeze. 4, soften the upper body. Chin down. 3, come on, push those heels away. And 2, okay, last one, and come knees into the chest. All right, now we're going to go the other way, only with our ankles. We're going to flex the ankles, toes towards you, pushing the heels into the ceiling, opening up the back of the legs. Open the legs, point the toes, squeeze in. Flex the ankles, open, point, and in. Come on, reach the heels away. Reach like you're pointing your toes at something you can't reach. Flex. Let's do 6. Tummy engaged. Come on, work the legs. 5 and 4. 3, point, flex. 2, and last one. Okay, bring the knees into the chest. Okay, how are you going? What I want you to do is place the hands just on your legs. Point the toes. We're going to alternate by lengthening the leg and bending the knee. Now, the reason I want your hands here is because I want you to keep your legs on top of your hips, not down here. So let's go nice and slow. Now, the work is as we point the toe to the ceiling. You should be feeling the front of this leg. Soften the back on the floor. Let's do some a little bit faster. Oh, cramping. 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, let's try it with flexed ankles, sorry. Soften the lower back. Abdominals are working as well. So flex, nice and slowly. 2. All right, reach the foot to the ceiling. Feel that quad muscle work. Let's go faster. How you go? Are you feeling it? Let's do 4, 3. Come on, open up the back of the knee. If it doesn't hurt, any irritation, don't do it. All right, quick rest. We're going to do another set of pointing and flexing, going slow and fast. Let's go. Point the toes, slow. That's it. All right, work through that quadricep. Really shouldn't be feeling your knees here. If you are, don't do it. That's it. Let's keep going. Come on, point. See if we can open up the back of the knee. Let's go faster. That's it. Oh, feels good, hey? 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Quick rest. We're going to flex the ankles. Bring the knees on top of the hips. I feel like mine are right over to my chest. All right. Slow to start. Pushing the lower back into the floor. Shoulders are relaxed. That's it. And as you push the foot up, try and reach the foot into the ceiling so you really feel the length in the leg. Just that last little bit. All right, let's go fast and controlled. Come on, try and get that foot onto the ceiling. All right, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, let's give that a stretch, shall we? Let's just be light here, but what I want you to do is grab the ankle, and we want to feel the hip lengthen and the quad lengthen, and the knee, it's like it's reaching to the other side of the room. You should already feel that quadricep relax. Don't yank it, but if you want more, just draw the ankle towards your glutes. All right, bring the leg up, straighten the leg, and draw it towards you. All right, and be careful here as we're moving through this stretch that you don't hurt your knees. And then coming up, last one. Ah, good work. Let's go over to the other side. All right, so want the hip to lengthen away, we want the leg, the knee. It's like we're trying to reach something or point, tap the knee onto the wall over the other side of the room. I just find that's enough to feel that quadricep open up. If you want more, you can bring the ankle towards your glutes. Coming up, stretch. And let's do one more. And then coming up. Okay, now we're going to go into some work for our back slings of our body and our posture muscle, our posture muscles. And what we're doing here is we're going to do three or four movements. First one is we're going to have our arms up, squeezing the shoulder blades back. We're going to bring the hands on the head, squeeze the shoulder blades to lift the elbows. And then we're going to keep the arms up. We're going to rotate. What we're doing is we're doing a half semicircle with our shoulder blade. And now I did this the other week seated. So if you did that workout, you might find it better for you seated. Otherwise, come down to the floor. Now, what we want to do here is just lift the chest off the floor, engage the abs, okay? Just let the hips go for a second. So chest is lifted, chin is towards the floor. Squeeze the shoulder blades, lift up, reach the fingertips away as you lower the hands, the fingertips down. Squeeze the shoulder blades, lift up, reach the hands away and lower. Squeezing up, keep the abs engaged, reach the hands away, lower. Let's do 3, squeeze, reach the hands away, lower, and 2, keep the neck nice and long. And last 1, okay. Let's do a quick child's pose. Just let that ease out. Don't even feel like I need to do a full one here. All right, coming back down. Chin towards the chest, hands at the back of the head. Now lift the chest slightly off the floor, tap the elbows to the floor, squeeze the shoulder blades and lift the elbows up. This work is all through the shoulder blades. So tap down, lift the elbows up, point the elbows away from each other, tap down. Squeeze the shoulder blades, lift up, point the elbows away, keep the neck long, tap down. Let's do 2 more. And last one. All right, let's come back into that child's pose. So we've done a lot of work for your lower back today, which, needs to be strengthened, but, just be, should be telling you this at the beginning of the workout, but it doesn't matter if you can feel it working, you don't want sharp pain, okay? And last exercise on the floor. So remember, you can do this seated if you feel it's better for you. We're going to reach the hands away, thumbs up. We're going to scoop the shoulder blades down and around so the little finger comes up. And again. That's it. Good. Scoop the shoulder blades down. So the arms are just coming along for the ride, basically. You're controlling the movement from the shoulder blades. Okay, show me 2 more. That's it, guys. Abdominals are lifted. And last one, coming all the way up. Last child's pose. Coming down. Ah, it feels nice. Okay. Let's come up to a seated position. So if you can come into Mermaid, come into Mermaid. If not, bring the legs out in front, whatever feels okay for you. Good. All right, let's take a breath in. As we breathe out, let's reach up and over. Bend the elbow on the floor. Come up. Other side, reach the arm away. Let's do one more. Okay. Now, I always challenge my class with this. Try not to use your hands and change your legs around. Probably have to for that last minute. But it's good to sort of start making the hips do a bit more work instead of relying on your hands. I mean, if you have to, use them. Coming up and over. And again, how are you feeling? Awesome, I hope. All right, coming up, let's see how we go without using our hands. Now we did a little bit of work for our hips, so we're just going to lean forward. Actually, just swap the leg that's on top because we like to go to the side we don't, our non-preferred side. Lean forward, place your hands down. And all we're going to do is just rock forward, side to side. Just easing into the hips. That's it. Take a breath in, we breathe out, see if we can even come even lower to the floor. Stretch the hands away from you, draw the shoulders back. And then rolling up. And well done, guys. Thank you for being here at the end of the class. I always appreciate you spending time with me to do a workout. And yeah, I'll see you next time. Thank you. Bye.